Funny, and you're on.
Okay. I just got done working out, so I don't know how good this video is going to be. I'm tired, and I do a extensive 2-hour workout, and they tell us not to do that, but they say keep it like an hour. I know, but I'm going to build my heart rate, get my I have to sweat a lot, get my blood pressure down, you know. And is that really trusting God when you do it like that? Of course it is. God gives us wisdom to accomplish things. And to talk about that, I want to go to Proverbs chapter 9. It's important to know when you're overdoing it too. But this is what the Bible says: wisdom hath builded her house. In other words, wisdom is the beginning of knowledge, verse 10, or the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, the Bible tells us. And when you build your house in this fashion, in this way, God teaches you as you go. Man, I might call in work.
No, you're not.
Teach us to do these things in this fashion, and we build on those things as we go. You learn what works. Told my friend at work, I said, I'll try a certain kind of medication, and or not medication, but natural substance like vitamin C, vitamin E, that type of thing.
Go lay down.
And if I feel better when I do it, go lay down, girls. Mommy said go that boot, get up there, go. Just like a little dog. You teach your animals how to obey you through simple commands. And of course they don't know how to speak English, but they learn how to understand yours. And through that kind of practice with wisdom, same thing. Dogs learn how to mind. They learn how to make a difference in the way they act, and we do the same thing with God. If we're gaining godly wisdom, we make a difference in all that we are and all that we understand and what we do. Preaching, you know, one of the things I want to do this for is so that I can go longer and preach harder. You know, and not just that. I'm not going to try to fool God. I want to be able to take care of my family, my loved one, if for some reason that we are attacked. You know, in the mall the other day, if people think in this area, in that mall the other day where the shooting occurred, there was someone directly behind this young man that pulled out that gun and started shooting. Now, if that person had something in their hand, had been thinking, and had been able to react quickly and had been in shape, those first two people would have been the only two people shot. And I'm not coming against a person who decided to go the other way. In their case, that probably was a smart thing to do, because they just weren't trained, they just weren't thinking in that area. And the next best thing is to run and get out of the way, even though, you know, that could bring your demise as well. So, because, you know, if he's really, really crazy and he shoots people, and eventually he'll get around to you. You know what I'm saying? Thinking about those things, you know, and I want to do that to take care of my family. So I'm not trying to fool God. I'm not trying to fool myself. I know what I'm doing, you know. I do knuckle push-ups. I do bench press. I've got a bag. Eventually, when the summer gets here, I don't have any place in the house right now. I'm probably going to start working on the bag a little bit. But I'm working a little too much right now. I got to cut back on my workout. But thinking about those things, listen to this. You know, the man who wrote this, Proverbs, Solomon, lived in peace. And he didn't live in peace just because he was extremely wise. Solomon lived in peace because of who his father was. I will say that again. Solomon lived in peace partly because of who his father was. And them knowing who Solomon's father was, King David, people feared him because they knew him being raised by a warrior knew battle. He knows these things. He knows how to fight. And he knows how to win. And being wiser than his father, he could have won easier, so they feared him because of that. Not just that, but because of the godly wisdom God put in him. Wisdom has builded her house, Proverbs 1 says. Let's read some of this. She hath hewn out her 7 pillars. That's a number of completion. She hath killed her beast. She hath mingled her wine. She hath also finished her table. She hath sent forth her maidens. She cried upon the highest places of the city. Come eat my bread, drink of my wine. I have been, forsake thy foolishness and live, and go in the way of understanding. Boy, does the United States need to hear that today. Alrighty, God bless. Thank you for joining me. See you next time. Another great message right here, Crossing the Middle Ministry.